What up, everybody? What up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the greatest afternoon show in the world. That is AC Reviews the World. I am your host, AC the Engineer, and we are at episode 153. Let's give it a round of applause. Hold on. Oh. Let's give it a round of applause. There you go. I know something. I got to get everything back right. But hopefully everybody had a good day today. It is Wednesday, March 18th, 2026, year of our Lord. And it's time, like I said, for the greatest afternoon show in the world. You ain't got to believe it. I believe it. That's all that matters. Hopefully everybody had a good day. It's time to get into some stuff. Like always, let's do a little housekeeping first. Remember, it's very important. If you ever disagree with anything I say, please leave a comment. Let's have a discussion about it. I'm never going to say I'm always right. I'm never going to say I know everything. I'm never going to say I even understand the full video, but we will be able to talk about it together and have a discussion. That's what's wrong with the world now. There's nobody talking about stuff. Now, the best way to show your support, I've said this all the time, the best way to show your support is to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and then hit that notification bell so you can be up to date on all the videos, y'all. Now, we got a wide variety of things we're going to be looking at today. But some stuff makes you sick. Some stuff, you wonder what's happening to the world. But we all got stuff that we need to review and look at because that's how we move forward. Now, if you have any suggestions or any things you want me to look at, please send it over to my email. It's simple, very simple. acreviewstheworld@gmail.com, a dot after the A and a dot after the C. But you know how I like to do it. We about to jump right into it. Let's jump right into it. How Future say, let's have a sensational show today, y'all. Now, we're going to go over to the first topic. You know, we do 1 of 4. So the first topic we're going to be discussing today is we got to go to the Riviera beach mass shooting. So it looks like the suspect was in court. We're going to look at a video just talking about the shooting. And then we're going to look at, he said some pretty crazy things in court. So we're going to look at what he said. And it sounds like he's trying to say he was seeing hallucinations or something like that. So he might be going for an insanity plea. But we'll see if we agree with that or what exactly he's planning to do. But let's go over into it and see what we can find out about this whole case. Remember, y'all, like I always said, if you disagree with something I say, please leave a comment. But let's jump over into it and see what we can find out.
25 News starts with breaking news.
We start tonight with breaking news in Riviera Beach. Dozens of police officers are on the scene of a mass shooting in Riviera Beach. We know there are multiple victims hurt, and police tell us they have a person of interest in custody. This all happened both inside and outside the Azor Estates community. Ari Height has been there for hours now. He joins us with the latest on the investigation. Ari?
And I just talked to the Riviera Beach police chief. He tells me in all 5 people were shot here. 1 person is dead, 2 are in critical condition, 2 others suffer what they're describing as non-life-threatening injuries. And again, they do have 1 person in custody. They're referring to that person right now as a person of interest, not a suspect, though they do believe that he is the shooter. Let me go ahead now and show you some video of what this looked like all night long. And let me break down what it is that the chief told me. He said it happened around 6:15 tonight. The chief said it started inside the Azure Estates community. The chief says a few people were hanging out in the courtyard when there was a fight. Chief says it's unclear what that fight was about, but 1 person pulled out a gun and started shooting. Multiple people inside were shot, but the chief says that was just the beginning of the violence here.
Once he shot those individuals, he left the property and tried to carjack multiple different cars where he shot individuals when he was trying to carjack those vehicles.
And back here live, you see this vehicle that we're talking about right now. The chief says that's one of the vehicles the shooter did try to carjack. The shooter was able to get away, but he was taken into custody in St. Lucie County. Again, they're not calling him a suspect at this point, just a person of interest. They say they hope to question him within the hour. As for this scene.
Now it's a tragic situation, but we got the gist of everything. Let's go over to where we see him in court. So let's go over into that.
I shot every one of them people.
Well, the suspect accused of shooting 5 people, killing 1 in Riviera Beach, as you see there, just faced a judge.
Jolie Rodriguez is at the Palm Beach County Jail where the suspected gunman gave a point-blank admission before the court.
Well, it was truly a courtroom shocker when the suspect, 20-year-old Terrell Gibson, spoke on the shooting. Now, Gibson goes on to detail his mental health struggles. Then he says that none of the victims died, but then goes on to admit, saying that he shot them all within a span of 5 minutes.
I shot every one of them people in their head. They not making it back.
The suspect, 20-year-old Terrell Gibson, faces several charges, including first-degree murder and attempted first-degree murder. Police say Gibson shot 5 people Monday night. It all started around 6:15 inside the Azure Estates community in Riviera Beach. The police chief says it appears Gibson was having a mental breakdown, as he describes hearing voices in his head, insisting he get a gun and shoot people. Gibson fled and attempted to carjack multiple vehicles. Police say he then shot 3 more victims and ultimately succeeds in taking a vehicle and fleeing. According to police reports, one of the victims was his own cousin. In Gibson's first appearance on Wednesday, he repeatedly claims that he can see things that others can't.
I'm fighting something I can't even see. I see it at night. I see it now looking at you.
He goes.
Hold on. There's a lot to unpack here. First things first. We got the elephant. What is happening with his hair? I don't know what's happening. But the main question is, so okay, he's saying he was suffering from hallucinations and a mental health crisis, but does that change the fact that he needs to be locked up for the rest of his life? I've said this plenty of times, y'all, plenty of times. Yes, you can. Mental health is a real thing. I'm not disagreeing with that, but just because they suffer a mental health crisis doesn't mean they should be out here on the street. At least that's my thinking. Let them be locked up for the rest of their life in a mental house. Something. But you can't, no matter what happened to you mentally or what you're going through mentally, once you've crossed that line of where you've taken lives, innocent lives, you can never bring that back. At least that's my thinking, but let me know your thoughts. Let's keep going into this.
On to deny that anyone was killed during the shooting, but admits that he shot people in the head just minutes later. Attorneys in the room then warn him that anything he says can be used against him in his trial.
I don't care because I'm speaking the truth in my heart. I don't care about you saying my I don't care.
The murder charge alone carries a minimum sentence of life in prison with no parole if convicted. Reporting in.
Now the question is he lying about it just to have a mental health plea or a insanity plea? Let's go over into this next video where we just see more about it.
First-degree murder, capital crime, carjacking, firearm, and punch by light. 4 counts of several first-degree murders, firearm, and also punch by light. What was it? Possession of firearm activity found?
I did not see the ballot count. It's contained in the narrative. I don't know why it's not contained in the bookings. But regardless, Your Honor, all of these counts are capital or punishable by life. The state is asking the court to hold the defendant without bond. I have written 2 no contact orders for the same case because there's so many victims.
Well, no contact with any witnesses, no contact with family members of the deceased, no contact with any of the actual victims who are thankfully still alive.
Thank you, Your Honor. And they are all listed on these no contact orders. And of course, no weapons.
Again, they're all either a capital crime or a crime punishable by life imprisonment. That's anything.
We reserve our right to remember hearing later time.
Gonna be
Our office has a conflict will be the fine. I
told Mr. Gibson
that.
Mr. Gibson, right now the public
How you
defender
doing,
is
sir?
doing good. Public defender represents you right now. He said they're going to submit an order later.
Can I say something before we start?
Not in your best interest. It's for you to say it. I'm not going to stop you, but it's not in your best interest.
Okay.
Just step back off the microphone.
Okay. So, sir.
It's getting feedback. That's better.
How you doing, sir? So my problem is I be seeing things, sir. So I'm in the courtroom, sir. All the police that I be seeing, they don't be coming to open the door for me. Well, it's one of the police that's in the room last night. He was actually a good person. sir, I be fighting things that y'all cannot see. So, therefore, how can you put someone in jail that's fighting something that you can't see? When I was on the highway driving, it's 3 cars. What's the devil's number? 6, right? It's 3 cars. Every time I went hitting speed, I'm at a speed limit. I see 3 cars every time I hit the gas. Ain't no cars on the road. It's just me. It's 3 cars that pop up. 1, 2, 3. Then it's 1, 2, 3 again, right? Okay. The people that were supposed to be killed, they didn't die. Nobody died. Obviously, right?
Well, one person did. You do have 1 count.
Nah, nobody died, sir.
I'm just.
You want to show me how?
I'm just.
I mean, if he's making for an insanity plea, I don't know if he's serious. I don't know if he's legit about it. But if he's making for an insanity plea, I mean, I might give it to him. Jesus, let's keep going though. Let's keep going.
I shot every one of them people. Nah, shut up, man. Let me talk. I can't talk to the judge, bro.
Everything you're saying is being recorded.
Okay, let me talk. Then if it's being recorded, then it's being recorded. I shot every one of them people in their head. They're not making it back. My cousin, he was supposed to die. That dude that hit the floor, oh yeah, he died. A lot of people were shot in the head, sir, and went back up right in front of my face. So, therefore, how the can you wake back up in front of my face after I shoot you? How are you gonna wake back up? Please tell me, sir. That's impossible. You cannot wake back up after somebody shoots you in your head. And if you check that camera, you can tell that these people are with me. I'm chilling to myself, sir, right? I'm chilling on the bench with my cousin Elmo, right? Okay, so why you keep talking to me and you not letting me talk to him? I can't even hear you, sir. I can't hear you.
Against you at a later trial.
No, it can't be used against me because I'm talking what I can, what my heart need to tell whoever listening, bro.
You need to tell that to your attorney when they get
Man, okay, let me talk. Okay, I don't even need you, sir. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do not need you.
I'm trying to protect your
Please,
rights.
can you please tell me shut up, Judge, please? I can't even talk. You're not even.
He's trying
Thank you, sir.
He's trying to give you advice.
But, sir, I'm fighting something I can't even see. I see it at night. I see it now looking at you. I don't know how to fight it, sir.
Mr. Gibson, what I can tell you is that your attorney that you're going to get from ORC,
Okay, you on camera, sir? I'm sorry.
the attorney that you're going to get can file motions to determine whether you're, number 1, competent to stand trial, or whether you were competent at the time. And that's the time that you should be discussing these issues. You shouldn't be discussing them now.
When I was in Stony Brook, sir, and I had that gun, that wasn't my gun first off. That's
Stop talking. He'll send you later.
Look, sir, I don't care because I'm speaking the truth in my heart. I don't care about shit you saying, my I don't care. I'm talking to that dude right there, the judge right there, I'm talking to him. I'm not worried about that what nobody's saying. I'm talking to him. I need to get this off my heart.
Mr. Gibson, we're going to be done for now.
Yeah. Let him see a doctor. Let him see a doctor, because if he's faking, he's a good faker. Because I would have failed for it. But let's keep going and finish up this video.
You don't have any bond. You have an attorney.
This is a crazy situation, y'all. Do you think he's faking it, or is this truly he's going through something crazy or mental health? Because he's saying he's seeing things, and they even say he killed his cousin. But is it all a ploy? That is the main thing. Is it all a ploy? Let's go over to the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information about this whole situation. And so on Monday, March 16th, a mass shooting at the Riviera Beach, Florida, left 1 man dead and 4 others injured. The incident occurred around 6:15 p.m. at the apartment complex on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. The violence began during a gathering in the courtyard of the complex. Investigators state that a fight escalated into gunfire when the suspect shot 2 people inside the complex. As the suspect fled, he attempted to carjack multiple vehicles along MLK Boulevard, shooting 3 additional victims during the attempt. He eventually succeeded in taking a black Chevy Silverado by force. So the deceased, John Richards, the third, 25, who was identified by his mother and described by the suspect as his cousin. Wow. 4 other men were wounded. 2 were in critical condition and 2 sustained minor injuries. Police identified the suspect as Tremont Terrell Gibson, 20, of West Palm Beach. Gibson was located and detained by the Florida Highway Patrol on I-95 near Vero Beach later that Monday night. Riviera Beach Police Chief noted that Gibson appeared to be having a mental health crisis or breakdown. Gibson reportedly told investigators that he heard voices or spirits telling them to get rid of demons. During the first court appearance on March 18th, what we just saw, Gibson made several outbursts claiming that he was seeing things, admitting to the court that I shot every one of the people in the head. But I don't think if they all survived, they all didn't, in minor injuries, he didn't shoot them all in the head. So Gibson faces multiple charges, first-degree premeditated murder, 4 counts of attempted first-degree murder, 2 counts of carjacking with a firearm, felon in possession of a firearm. He is currently being held without bond. Yeah, he has to be held without bond. But let me know your thoughts, y'all. Do y'all think that this man is just faking it? Is his insanity truly real? But just based on that court appearance, I would be the first one to say he needs to go see a doctor. But at the end of the day, I've said this several times, he still needs to be locked up somewhere. It doesn't matter if it's the jail, it doesn't matter if it's the mental hospital. He needs to be locked up somewhere for the rest of his life. But you might disagree, so let me know your thoughts, y'all. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. The world is a crazy and cold place. That is why we got to review the world together, y'all. That is why we have to review the world together. Now we're going to pivot over into more heartbreaking stuff. We got to go over into Queens, where we got the mother of 3 stabbed in the back. It just looks like there's a video out that the police released, surveillance footage, where she was just randomly attacked and just stabbed multiple times. So we'll get over into this, and he is still on the loose now, so we're looking at this just to see what our thoughts are on this whole situation. But let's go over into it and see what we can find out about this case or what we can learn. Let's jump over into it and see what we can find out.
A mother was violently attacked by a stranger on her way to the bus stop in Queens, and now new security video shows the person believed to have followed her. Jenna DeAngelis spoke with the victim's family and has video of the harrowing moment she was attacked.
Shocking surveillance video shows a woman standing on the sidewalk when a suspect approaches from behind and stabs her multiple times. We're pausing the video because it's too graphic. The suspect then follows the woman into the road and continues to attack before running off. We spoke with the victim's father outside Elmhurst Hospital, where she's recovering, waiting to see if she needs surgery. He didn't want to go on camera while sharing. His daughter explained everything happened so fast. She didn't see anyone. Police say the unprovoked attack happened Monday morning around 6:20 a.m. at 23rd Avenue and 94th Street. The 30-year-old was waiting to cross the street to her usual bus stop on her way to work. After the stabbing, she made it across the street, where a Good Samaritan called 911 as she slumped to the ground. Her father says she didn't see the suspect's face until detectives showed her video. The suspect appears to follow her moments before the attack. This is not human. I want justice, he says, for his daughter, a mother of 3, who's in shock, afraid, and doesn't want to return. Police say a motive for the stabbing is unclear, and so far there have been no arrests. In East Elmhurst, Queens.
You have to be aware of your surroundings. I've said this how many times. You have to be aware of your surroundings. But a lot of times it's not going to help. But it's still something we have to keep into our mind. Because random things, horrible random things happen. And maybe if she was looking around more, she would have been able to see him, see his face. But it won't stop what will happen. It's a crazy situation, y'all. Let's go over into this next video and see what else we can find out.
Also tonight, an urgent search after a stabbing in Queens.
A mother of 3, simply on her way to work, randomly stabbed and slashed.
Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo live at Elmhurst Hospital, where that woman is being treated right now. Anthony?
Well, Sade, Mike, the video of this attack will send a chill down your spine. The victim's family tells me that young mother is alert and talking, but she's in a lot of pain tonight. It's difficult for her to move her back and her arm, where she suffered those stab wounds. The family says the attacker, a total stranger, wore a ski mask and uttered not a single word as he stabbed the mother on a street corner before sunrise. The unsuspecting woman was simply waiting to cross the street when the cowardly attacker grabs her from behind. We freeze the video before he plunges a knife into her repeatedly.
Me llamó diciéndome, dice, mami, dice, estoy herida.
Yes, she called me saying, Mommy, I'm hurt. I've been stabbed.
We spoke with the victim's frightened mother and children, who say Lizette Ramales was on her way to the bus stop at 6:20 Monday morning, headed to work, when the man armed with a knife apparently stalked her and then attacked without provocation.
He crossed and he started following her, and at that time she went like that. No, first she went like this, and then she went like that. He started stabbing her, and then she started screaming and crying.
After the man grabbed the 30-year-old mother, he swung a knife at her 7 times. The video shows him briefly walk away before running back to attack the bleeding woman some more. The random stabbing happened at 23rd Avenue and 94th Street. The victim's neighbor takes the same route home from work.
I kept looking around back and forth because, it's very unexpected. It can happen to anybody.
But this heartless attack should not have happened to the mother of 3, her family says, left doubled over in pain on a cold street corner next to stunned onlookers.
Mi hija es una buena muchacha.
My daughter is a good girl. She's serious. She has good friends. She doesn't have any issues with anyone in our neighborhood.
I feel sad. I was crying a lot yesterday. My grandpa was saying that my mom's gonna feel better, and we don't know when she's gonna come back.
It doesn't look like it was a robbing or anything like that. It was just pure destruction. That is the clear sign of a demon walking among men. He didn't try to grab at her bag, and then when he saw that she was still able to walk, he tried to turn around and do it again.
The victim again tonight recovering here at Elmhurst Hospital's 2 stab wounds in the back, another 2 in the arm. Detectives are investigating this attack as both unprovoked and random. Family says police did recover a discarded knife at the crime scene. The mother of that victim telling me tonight how important it is for police to catch the attacker, saying she doesn't want him to hurt other innocent people. We're live tonight in Elmhurst.
This is a wild situation. Yes, I'm happy that the mother is still alive, but this could happen to anyone. Let's go over into the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information about this whole case. Absolutely tragic situation, y'all. So as we know, on Monday, March 16th, 2026, a 30-year-old mother of 3 was the victim of a violent, unprovoked stabbing while walking at the bus stop in East Elmhurst, Queens. The incident occurred around 6:15 a.m. to 6:20 a.m. at the corner of 94th Street and 23rd Street Avenue. Surveillance video showed a man wearing a ski mask and all black clothing following the victim before he grabbed her from behind. He reportedly swung a knife at her 7 times, striking her in the back and the arms. The woman was taken to Elmhurst Hospital and in stable condition. While she is expected to make a full recovery, she suffered from fractured ribs, required stitching for multiple puncture wounds. The police have described the attack as completely random and unprovoked. The suspect did not attempt to steal anything and said nothing during the assault. This has got clear evidence that he just wanted to cause damage. Now we'll have to see if he targeted specifically her or if he just wanted to cause destruction and death to someone. Hopefully we get more information when they actually catch this sick person. So the attacker is described as a man wearing a black ski mask, black jeans, and a black jacket and black pants. As of March 18th, the suspect remains at large, and the NYPD has released that surveillance footage. Absolutely tragic. Goes to show you, y'all. Like I said, it might not help, but it'll do something. Keep your head on a swivel. When you're out alone, especially in the morning time, especially young women or just women in general, young people, keep your head on a swivel. Everyone needs to do it, but be aware of your surroundings. That's why when I walk around, I'm not going to have both my earphones in, and I need to be able to hear someone running up behind me, something. Hopefully the criminal is found and suffers the harshest punishment he can. Which he's not going to get life in prison. We already know that. So he will be back on the street. But the question is, will he commit again after he's back on the street? Will he be reformed in prison? Now, a lot of people say prison don't reform people. It just makes them better criminals. But y'all be the judge of that. But like I said, like I always say, let me know your thoughts on this situation, y'all. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. The world is cold. The world can be a cold place. Please keep your head on a swivel. It might not stop everything, but it's gonna help a lot. At least that's my thinking. Absolutely tragic. But let's pivot over into the third topic we're gonna be discussing today. And we gotta go look at a civil rights activist, Cesar Chavez. I think that's how you say his name, but a civil rights activist and icon, someone who fought for the rights of everyone. Now, the question is, he's being accused now of sexually assaulting a woman and then fathering her 2 children back in the day. So we'll see, is he a civil rights activist or a rapist? The simple terms of it. Or is he both? Can you be both? Let's get over into it. We got a few videos to look at, and then we'll go over to the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information on who he is and what he's all facing. Let's go over into it and see what we can find out. Let's jump into it.
Welcome to NBC News Daily this Wednesday. We start with those shocking allegations against the late labor leader Cesar Chavez and the claims that he sexually assaulted women and young girls for years. In a statement, Dolores Huerta, the co-founder of Chavez's United Farm Workers Union, who is now 96, alleges that Chavez raped her 60 years ago and that the assaults resulted in 2 children. Her statement followed a bombshell report from the New York Times. It published the findings of a years-long investigation, including interviews with multiple women who say that Chavez sexually abused them when they were pre-teens. Chavez died in 1993 at the age of 66. He became a national figure for helping to improve the lives of migrant farm workers in California and rallying for Mexican-American causes. NBC News correspondent Camila Bernal joins me now. Camila, walk us through these allegations from Dolores Huerta and the details that were alleged and lined out in that Times investigation.
Hey, Vicky. So the Times investigation really focuses on 2 women who say they were abused when they were very young. One of them alleges rape, the other one just sexual abuse, and then obviously also details the allegations from Dolores Huerta. Dolores Huerta released a statement confirming all of this, saying that she had 2 unwanted sexual encounters with Cesar Chavez, and she says she's held this secret for 60 years, but decided that this was a time where she needed to speak out because other women were victims as well. And so she details actually having 2 pregnancies as a result of this, hiding these children, and recently having told these children that she is their mother and that he, Cesar Chavez, is their father. There are many statements from not just Dolores Huerta, but also from Cesar Chavez's family, a lot of them saying they are shocked and saddened by the news, recognizing a lot of what these women detailed in the New York Times article, but the family family also grappling with who they knew him to be and saying they need some time to go through all of this and essentially figure out how they feel about it. But in general, so many advocacy groups and organizations have released statements essentially saying that they're shocked by these allegations and that they might make changes moving forward, Vicky.
Yeah, it
Now,
is stunning.
Here's a question. So as we know, just someone who does these type of crimes tries to overcompensate. At least that's my thinking. Do you think that he was so active and fighting for the rights and just being so considered a good man because he was hiding this deep, dark secret? Or is it just two sides of the same coin, where he also wanted to fight for the rights of people, but also wanted to take what he could from women? There are a lot of people out there who are hiding behind a mask or a facade that they've made. Something that deep down people would hold against them. But we'll have to see if more details come out, if they can ever truly prove this situation. Let's go over into it and let's keep going.
All the way around. Camila Bernal live in Los Angeles. We want to get some more context on this story. We want to bring in LA Times columnist Gustavo Arellano. Gustavo, thank you so much for joining me today. Tell us more about who Cesar Chavez was and the work that he did alongside Dolores Huerta and the significance of these allegations coming out now.
Cesar Chavez was a titan of American civil rights, one of the few Latinos who are nationally known. Of course, he first became famous for fighting for the rights of farm workers in the fields of California in the 60s and 70s, earned the praise of Martin Luther King. He famously had a fast protesting or advocating for nonviolence that was broken by breaking bread with Robert F. Kennedy. Along with Dolores, they would, for the next decades, push their advocacy of farm workers across the country and if not the world. Streets, holidays, parks are named after him. And so to hear these allegations, including coming from Dolores herself, first and foremost, we must center the survivors of Cesar Chavez's assaults. And to hear it, a lot of people they don't know what to do. People are just stunned right now, heartbroken, stunned, disappointed, anger, all of those and more.
You put that so beautifully, Gustavo, because there is a range of emotions because he was so admired, revered even, for all of the things that he stood for and fought for. He was a significant figure for the Latino community and beyond, right? Do you think this Times investigation and people like Dolores Huerta coming forward, could we see more victims?
I covered the Catholic Church sex abuse scandal. There is never just one survivor of an abuser. There will always be more. The Times article documented 2 women who went on the record, including who were molested as young women, as teens. You have Dolores Huerta. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. And I think that's why it's important right now to note that, yes, there's going to be so much reckoning to come. That does not remove the movement that both Dolores and Cesar and these women believed in. But I think it does disabuse us of the fact that our heroes are somehow perfect and we should look up to them. They're human. In this case, they're men. And we all know how that goes.
Now, I was just about to ask, does this revelation or this confession from these women, does this take away from all the stuff that he's done? Because he's fought for civil rights for Latinos. He's fought for civil rights for the black people. Does that take away from everything he's accomplished or tried to do? Or does it just be stained by what he's done in the past or what he was constantly doing? Let's keep going.
Tell me, Gustavo, from the way that you've historically covered, sexual abuse scandals and allegations, especially involving high-profile figures, what does this now mean for the legacy of Cesar Chavez?
Forever tarnished. Forever tarnished. That does not remove the good that he did. that does not remove the fact that so many looked up to him and he inspired people in decades where there were very few Latino civil rights leaders or even heroes to begin with. His face, that face of his, that beatific brown face, it was in posters in offices, in classrooms, on murals across the country. That is forever tarnished. What's going to happen next? Will they be removed? Will these streets and parks be renamed after him? That is for those communities to decide, but we can no longer speak of Cesar Chavez as this secular saint, because saints do not do those things. Saints do not abuse women. That's just not what it is. And my hope now, though, is that the people that did love Chavez, that did adore him, that they move that adoration onto the movement and especially reach out and be with the survivors.
Yeah, be with the survivors. That's a good point that he made. It's someone who who did terrible things, but also in their life did great things for the human people. It's hard to separate that, but the movement itself that he fought for is a movement that we all need to fight for. It's tragic that, well, it's not tragic. I'm happy that this information has come out, because you can't, believing that your heroes or the people who you think truly fight for you, that they did nothing wrong. It can hurt you. But let's go over into this next video and see what else we can find out about this whole situation.
The big story that we're following this afternoon is that the New York Times has released a shocking investigation into allegations of sexual abuse at the hands of labor leader Cesar Chavez. The late civil rights activist is now facing allegations that he sexually abused girls for years. And now fellow labor leader and activist Dolores Huerta is saying she is one of his victims. She writes this: as a young mother in the 1960s, I experienced 2 separate sexual encounters with Cesar. The first time, I was manipulated and pressured into having sex with him, and I didn't feel I could say no because he was someone that I admired, my boss, and the leader of the movement I'd already devoted years of my life to. The second time, I was forced against my will and in an environment where I felt trapped. She goes on to say both incidents of sexual abuse resulted in pregnancies by Chavez. She says she carried this secret as long as she could, because building the movement and securing farm workers' rights was her life's work. The United Farm Workers Union, which he co-founded with Huerta, is now canceling celebrations for the upcoming Cesar Chavez Day. KRON 4's Jack Malmut has more.
They have a day named after him. A whole day. Now, here's a question. Do you think that it would have been better for her to come forward and make her accusations against him while he was alive, right after it happened? Or do you think they couldn't have used anyone else in the place of him to lead the movement? Let's keep going, though, into this video.
Monuments just like this one here at San Jose State University that honor the labor leader Cesar Chavez, who called San Jose home for the last few years of his life, are all around San Jose. But recent allegations that he abused young girls when he was president of United Farm Workers has labor leaders here in Silicon Valley deeply concerned.
Issues that have to deal with Cesar and his legacy, they hit home for us.
Rebecca Armendariz is a labor rights worker in South Santa Clara County. She says Cesar Chavez was one of her idols.
No, my heart is heavy. It really is. My heart is heavy. I grew up with, Cesar in our community, being on the picket line with him and United Farm Workers.
United Farm Workers, the union Cesar Chavez founded, is canceling its March 31st holiday celebrations after what it calls deeply troubling allegations. In a statement, the union says, quote, "Some of the reports are family issues and not our story to tell or place to comment on. Far more troubling are allegations involving abuse of young women or minors. Allegations that very young women or girls may have been victimized are crushing."
It's devastating to think that these might be true.
Armendariz does work mainly in Gilroy and Morgan Hill with agricultural workers. She says Chavez would visit those farmlands often. His legacy spans throughout San Jose, not only with monuments at San Jose State University, but in plazas throughout downtown and eastside San Jose at the Mexican Heritage Plaza.
Allegations against Cesar, 30 plus years after his death are hard to take. They're hard to hear.
What happened behind closed doors may now be in question, but a legacy of cementing workers' rights lives on.
Those things will continue, right? They saved the lives and improved the lives of thousands of farm workers, and they will continue to do so through that legacy.
And while United Farm Workers has went ahead and canceled its event to honor Cesar Chavez on March 31st, other organizers here in San Jose who normally plan events in years past here in Silicon Valley to honor Cesar Chavez, those plans to hold events on March 31st are still yet to be decided. Reporting here in San Jose.
Now, should they remove the monuments? Should they remove the monuments of this man? Or will they just keep him up? That is the question. Let's go over into the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information about who he was and the whole accusations. But remember, there are accusations at this point. They have to be proven. But some people say that they waited too long. Some people might say they waited too long to come forward 30 years after his death. But is there ever not a right time to eventually come forward? Let's go over into this and see what we have to say. So Cesar Chavez, I might be saying the first name, was a prominent American labor leader and civil rights activist who co-founded United Farm Workers, UFW. He is widely recognized for his nonviolence efforts to improve the wages and working conditions of migrant farm workers. It sounds like he didn't use violence in his protest, but used violence against women. As of March 2026, his legacy is under significant scrutiny following explosive allegations of sexual abuse against women and minors. And so in a series of reports, including the investigation by the New York Times, brought forward serious accusations against Chavez. Multiple women, including the fellow co-founder, has accused him of sexual assault and abuse during the time of the leader. These revelations have led to several cities and organizations canceling their annual Cesar Chavez Day, March 31st celebration. Officials in cities like Francisco and Bakersfield have moved to terminate or reconsider the naming of streets and public spaces after him. Both the foundation and the UFW have released statements expressing shock and sadness, committed to a process for the survivors to share their stories. Yes, that is, see, I'm happy that people are, or the organizations are not just immediately dismissing what these women are saying. Let's hear what you have to say. Let's do an investigation, see if this can be proven. But let's go through and uncover the skeletons. Let's just uncover them. So before these recent allegations, he was primarily known for the labor rights, so forming a National Farm Workers Association in 1962 to advocate for workers' rights, leading the historic grape strike and national boycotts that forced growers to sign the first labor contracts for farm workers, undertaking long hunger strikes and a 340-mile march from D'Angelo to Sacramento to draw national attention to the plight of laborers. Being posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1994 and having a national monument dedicated to his works in California. He was celebrated everywhere. And this whole situation just leaves a stain on his legacy. So let's see. So the foundation and United has partnered to create safe, external, and confidential channels for individuals to report historical harm and seek repair. The organizations have committed to providing trauma-informed mental health services and other assistance to survivors. The foundation is investing in resources, reviewing and strengthening its current workplace culture to ensure safe environments for all employees. So as we know, they're redirecting focuses and local events have been canceled. So the state university has covered its 30-year-old statue of Chavez as the first step towards permanent removal, taking it down right away. Officials are reviewing the renaming of public parks and avenues. Milwaukee and San Francisco leaders are considering renaming major streets and schools previously dedicated to him. City leaders have officially withdrawn plans to rename H Street after him. Senator Alex announced plans to rework proposed legislation for national parks, shifting its focus from honoring Chavez to honoring the broader farm worker movement. So potential, this is a good part. So legal experts note that under the California's Assembly Bill 250, the UFW could face significant liability and lawsuits if evidence showed the organization was aware of the abuse during the leadership. Now let's think about this now, y'all. In an organization where you're the leader, a lot of times the people who are under you know what's going on and are aware of it. Now, remember, the co-founder was also a victim of him. So I wonder if she's seen him doing the same thing to other women and just let it go by because that's what she did. And they could be up for a big lawsuit. A big lawsuit. But this is a crazy situation, y'all. Let me know what your thoughts are. His legacy is tarnished forever. But let me know if you disagree with anything I said, y'all. Absolutely crazy. Let's pivot over into the last topic we're going to be discussing today. And you know what we got to do. We got to look at some body cam footage. Some good old body cam footage. And this one I found, it was because, I like to do body cam footage that was released very recently. So this one, it looks like someone was basically naked looked like an RV outside of a daycare. They said he was doing some wild stuff. I guess he was staring at the daycare. There are some nasty people in this world, y'all. Some very nasty people in this world. But let's get over into it and see what our thoughts are, and let's review this body cam footage. Like I always say, you never know who is around you. Let's go over into it, see what we can find out, and see if we can make it this whole situation.
Him and the buddy were driving. He got panicked and jumped out of a car.
Have you seen this guy?
I don't even know who it is.
Officers responded after reports of a naked man outside a Port Charlotte daycare, but what they discovered moments later escalated the situation into a disturbing and dangerous incident.
Guess he was trying to get into the building. There's an outdoor shower that's barricaded by a fence. I guess that's what he was in.
I know the person that runs this preschool here, her daughter stays in this trailer.
Okay. There's a lock up top too, Dave. For that gate, there's a lock up top.
All right, first things first. Did they just let him park his stuff there? Because I'm assuming, right, the next door is a daycare. So they just let this random man park outside the daycare?
Sheriff's office.
Sheriff's office.
Sheriff's office.
Come on up.
Hey, who's in here? Come on out. Make yourself known. Huh? Come on out. Make yourself known. Coming out. Come on out. Out. All the way. Crawl to me. Crawl to me. Crawl to me. Come on down. All the way out. All the way out.
Why is he naked right here? Just like that.
Why is he naked? I mean, yes, it's an RV, so he could have been showering, but this is outside of a daycare. Who answers the door outside of a daycare but a ball naked?
Deputies from the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office converged on a camper trailer parked on a Port Charlotte daycare property after being alerted by staff. Inside, they found 44-year-old Derek. Appearing disoriented and soaking wet, Derek was ordered to crawl out of the trailer and into custody. Despite the gravity of the situation, he initially hesitated to provide even his name to the officers.
What's your name, man? What? What is Let's sit your number.
Just get him custody. Cover up.
We'll get your shirt, okay? Watch out. Just stay like that. You live here? You live here?
No.
Huh?
Sure. Cover him up.
Hey, what's your name? What's your name? What was that? Dude, what's your name? What's your name?
It's Derek, man. I'm calling the police, sir.
Okay, but what's your name?
Because we're all fucked anyway, so just shoot me.
It's got a wallet in there. You're failing to identify yourself? Great. That's an extra charge for you.
Derek?
Let me go talk to these people here. Start with statements, okay? I'll be back. Hey,
hi.
How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Do you know this?
I don't know who. I didn't see who it is.
Derek?
I do not.
You don't know? Who stays in that trailer?
It's mine. No one stays in it.
Does your daughter stay there still?
My daughter does not stay there.
She used to, right?
My daughter never stayed there.
Okay. Then somebody used to stay there because I've not been here before.
No, we didn't. I've never lived in it. We bought it. I bought that property there, and my husband and I were going to stay on it there. My daughter has come to the school before.
I mean, last time I talked to her, she told me she was staying here.
Yeah.
In that
She
trailer.
lives in Punta Gorda.
Okay, she was in Punta Gorda.
So nobody has the ability to stay in there? Nobody's been permitted to stay in there?
No.
Okay.
Have you seen this guy?
I don't even know who it is.
So it's not even his. This man was just naked in a random trailer. Yeah, send him to jail. I was thinking, yeah, they pulled him out of the shower while he's just in a random person trailer, butt naked. So let's keep going.
And I saw him from behind.
Wanna go look at it?
Well, let's just see if we know him first.
Hey, how you doing? Good. Whose trailer is it? First. There's.
We've never lived in it.
Flip-flops in it. Those yours?
They might.
Okay. I just wanted
As
to
you
see
see,
if
we've
somebody
never
else.
used the bathroom. We've never.
Yeah. This was like a FEMA trailer?
No, we got it before that, and we were going to develop that property there, and then we decided to wait and not do it. We actually want to get rid of it. No one gets to live in it.
Okay.
So, do you want to explain to me what's going on today? You don't understand it, or I wouldn't.
As the investigation continued, Derek's condition became increasingly apparent. While being questioned, he made a startling admission to the deputies, stating he was hooked on meth and had been using Adderall and pain pills. His physical state, drenched in sweat and struggling to breathe, mirrored his frantic mental state as he confessed to being really spooked and paranoid, claiming he only sought the trailer to find water and a place to sleep.
I really don't understand, sir.
I don't understand?
No, really.
You don't. Do you live in this trailer?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Do you even know where you're at? What's going on today? What?
I don't know.
Are you here in town for work?
Yeah.
How long have you been in town for? What?
I don't know.
You don't know? A week, a month, a year?
Think about it. About 5-6 weeks. Pretty sure.
You know why your pants are all wet? And
Yeah.
why are they all wet? Why are they soaked? Like you went swimming in a lake or something?
Man, I'm just tired, man.
Yeah?
And it is that simple.
Is that what you came here to try to shower or something?
Man, I just can't stop, man.
Can't stop.
Stop.
Hooked on.
Think so?
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Thank God.
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
Point did you go inside the camper here?
It wasn't long ago, sir.
Not long ago? Did you just know the cops were getting called? Is that why you went in there to hide?
I'm just scared, man. I want to sleep and I can't.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I want to sleep and I can't. I'm thirsty and I can't drink enough.
Who's James?
I don't know him.
You don't know him?
I don't have no problems. I just want to sleep, really. And I'm thirsty.
Is there a reason why you have his THC cartridge?
Oh, yes. Because I asked for it to sleep.
You asked for it?
Just really...
From who? Who'd you get it from?
I don't know him.
You don't know him?
That's true.
Do you have a card? It has James' vape cartridge. Cartridge, vape cartridge for James. It says he doesn't know him though.
I don't know if it's mine or his. I don't know.
Well, it's his name.
Hurry up, all right?
Can I go to jail?
Can you? That might be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're here to please, I guess. Oh yeah.
Well, no, really.
Oh, yeah.
If y'all help me up, I'm not fighting y'all.
Yeah, no.
No, you're being cool. Did you just come into town recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
I looked around and the only thing I saw was that pair of flip-flops that I thought maybe...
There's a saw.
Yeah, there's one in
Went
here.
through the garbage or something.
I didn't see nothing else.
Just him laying in the bed, it looks like, probably.
Yeah, he was in the bed, facing that way. As soon as you opened it, I could see his feet hanging off right here from my angle. So I'll do a show force to cover it.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, either way.
Yeah.
As long as somebody does one, you know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start taking photographs.
I'm running out of room anyways, as it is.
A search of the trailer revealed Derek's clothing along with a THC vape cartridge belonging to another individual. Derek offered a disjointed history to explain his presence in Florida, claiming he was a construction boss from Texas who had recently jumped out of a moving vehicle driven by a friend. He expressed a desperate desire to return home to his wife and 9-month-old son, even as he admitted he had gotten a little over his head with his recent decisions.
It's only one show of force, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you can do statements. But either way.
I just want to go home.
Back to Texas?
Yep.
I saw.
Hey, my son and Jim, Latitude, get me home or go back for me, okay?
I saw it. Looks like that you were a passenger in a car a couple days ago with somebody from Texas. Did you come down with that person or come
Yes.
here? Yeah. And then he got arrested for DUI.
I wasn't drinking or nothing.
No, not he. The driver did. What happened to him? He's still in jail? Was that a friend of yours, or? And he hasn't gotten out yet?
I don't know.
Oh. Is the plan if he gets out, you guys gonna hook back up and?
I just really want to go home.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that maroon car belongs to the people.
Yeah, I see. It
Hey,
looks
look.
like there's a child's book in there.
Yeah. Hey, look. I got money and stuff. My son and all them, they got my money and they got my card. I might have my card. I really don't know.
Where's your son?
He's not far, man. It's DJ.
He where is he?
DJ, Derek Jr. We were working over there by Inglewood in the trailer park.
So were you guys just staying someplace together?
Yes.
Okay, so
we're all working. I'm kind of the boss.
Oh, I got you. And where were you guys staying?
Right there, there's a couple silver trailers.
Over by where now?
Behind Shipley's Donuts. I'm really spooked, man. Just really spooked. I'm not tripping. I'm not insane.
So I'm just curious, if they're in Inglewood, or as far as you know, they're in Inglewood, right?
Right.
How did you get way out here? Walking?
Man, it was just at work today, man. I kept drinking water.
It's a pretty good distance, buddy, if you guys
It is
from
a good
Inglewood.
distance, and that's why I'm beat up, bro. I ain't tried to take nothing. I ain't tried to hurt nobody. And that's for
You're
real.
saying that they're working by what he calls Shippy Donuts. I don't, what he described.
It's a donut shop, man. It's on the left past the Walmart going down Inglewood.
There is a
If you're
donut
coming
shop
from
in the
Northport,
plaza.
I think it's 41 or whatever.
He said
Man, all
he's
this shit
staying,
looks the same, bro. For
staying
real.
by the Walmart in Inglewood.
Yeah.
That's a good distance to cover on foot.
I did.
There was a donut shop in the plaza that I'm thinking of where it got
there was a
destroyed.
dude that was with me and we got in a wreck or something.
Today?
Yes.
So you got a wreck in a car?
No, I jumped out, bro.
Okay. Did they crash or you?
I am so confused about this story. He's all over the place. Let's keep going though.
I don't know.
Well, that makes a little bit more sense.
Man, I swear I was just trying to really get through the day, bro.
I got you.
I swear that's all I was trying to do.
All right.
Everybody telling me to sleep and shit and slow down, man. And, fuck, I just been having a hard time doing that. I really have, man. Goddamn, man, I'm a dad and shit. You know what I mean? Ain't really been around a lot. I hadn't been around a lot, bro. Not for them. And look at this, man. Man, I remember being on before and running, bro, trying to get away from something that wasn't there.
Right.
And it don't matter if it was there or not.
Yeah.
I was getting away from it.
You thought for sure they were there, though.
I thought for sure, y'all. I did not know. I really thought, because they kept saying home. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm real spiritual, like, anyway. You know what I mean? I'm not a hopeless cause. I got a little in over my head. You know what I mean? And I'm cool with that because I know I've been locked up for a long time. I've been locked up for a long time.
So, it was a combination of a couple decisions you made that you didn't get the rest you needed and took what you shouldn't have, and that's what happened.
No, that's cool. I didn't get the help, and I just kept picturing y'all hurting me.
All right, Derek, you want to go have a seat in my car? We're going to have you up, okay?
Okay. I'm beautiful.
There you go. All right.
Is everybody here to see whatever?
What?
Is everybody here to see whatever?
I don't know. I don't know who all seen whatever.
Okay, it's cool. If I did it and I didn't mean it.
What did you do?
I'm really not sure. I could tell you about it as long as I'm safe.
Okay. Here, we'll put you in here and you're safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this does not mean I want to go back to prison, bro.
Meth is one hell of a drug. Meth is one hell of a drug. Never get on it.
Oh, okay.
All right. At all. Swear to God.
Let me crank up the. You want the AC on as high as it goes, Derek?
Hey, I got a wife, and she's my wife regardless, and I got a baby son. He's about 9 months old. No one go see him, please.
All right. Is it Texas?
Yes, Texas.
All right.
No, you can give it to me.
Water?
No, give me a drink.
Get you a drink?
Yep.
Just tell me when, all right?
Okay.
But yeah, he went to jail for indecent exposure, burglary on that trailer, and he had some drugs on him, so.
Yeah, the other officer said he was from Texas.
Yeah.
Well, it is good that he's not like not a child molester or anything, but drugs make you do some crazy things, y'all. Absolutely crazy things. But we got the gist of the video, y'all. That is sad to see. But it sounds like, but in the end of the day, he put himself in that position. At least that's my feeling. But at the end of the day, don't do drugs, because this man, I couldn't tell if he said a few weeks. He said yesterday. It was going back and forth. He's about to start crying, saying, "I'm ready to go see my wife and my kid." Is your wife even still there for you? That's the question. Absolutely crazy situation, y'all. But let me know your thoughts on that situation. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. World is a crazy place, y'all. The world is a crazy place. But that is it for the show today, y'all. We talked about a lot of crazy things, but like I always say, if you disagree with anything I said, please let me know. Let's have this conversation about it. Now, these videos will be broken down, but remember, always remember, the very best way to show your support is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you can be up to date on all the videos. But that is it for now, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow at 6 o'clock for the 4th show of the week. But that's it for now, y'all. You already know I got to play that outro.